sure about this? This isn't a system malfunction?
No, we triple-checked. It's not an error. The readings they're gone, Carter. Just gone.
A city doesn't just vanish. There should be seismic activity, energy signatures, something.
That's the thing. There's nothing. Like, it was never there.
Who else knows?
Only us, for now.
Listen to me. If this isn't an error, if something did erase an entire city off the map, then we have no idea what we're dealing with. And if we're the only ones who noticed...
Look, oh my God.
Oh my God, what's happening again?
This is an emergency message. The public is advised to remain indoors. A localized disruption has been detected in the Geneva region. Authorities are assessing the situation. All communication with the affected area is currently Any attempts to travel into restricted zone approach. Do not interfere.
And I will see you tomorrow from 2. Sarah Cox is next.
This is Radio 2.
On BBC Sounds.
And on your smart speaker.
Play BBC Radio 2.
This is the BBC World Service with an urgent breaking update. Several European cities have suffered unexplained mass outages. Among the affected locations is Frankfurt, Germany, a major financial and transport hub, which ceased all external communication at 3:12 GMT. Meanwhile, reports indicate significant disturbances in Leiden, Netherlands, and Trieste, Italy, though official statements on their status remain unavailable. It is currently unclear whether these events are connected. Efforts to obtain satellite imagery of the affected regions have faced technical difficulties. Reports from independent sources suggest that where these cities should be, there is instead only unidentifiable terrain. Mapping databases appear to be out of sync, displaying empty land where infrastructure should exist. Our team is working closely with officials across Europe to verify.
There was something here. We know there was. Why can't
We apologize for the inconsistencies in our reporting. We are experiencing unexpected technical challenges and will return shortly with more information.
It's still running? I thought they did. I watched them pull the damn power, but it's still generating new models. It's rewriting real-time data, and it's not coming from us.
Get Carter in here now.
We just lost Pasadena feeds. Entire array just cut.
No, it's not just us. JPL servers are being remotely accessed. The timestamps are changing. Geneva's missing. It's just gone.
What the hell is that?
Data integrity compromised. Recalibrating positional index. Something's overriding the simulations. We're not just losing locations, we're losing the record.
We are coming to you live from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, where officials have reported a sudden and unexplained system failure affecting critical research and deep space tracking programs. At exactly 11:07 a.m. Pacific Time, multiple facility servers underwent a massive unexpected crash, wiping key operational data. We are hearing from our sources that staff inside the facility have been evacuated, and multiple research projects, including long-range deep space communications, have been compromised. However, officials have yet to provide a statement explaining the
message from the United States government. There is no cause for concern. All information regarding unauthorized reports from the Pasadena area is false. There has never been a jet propulsion laboratory in Pasadena. Reports regarding anomalous activity in Southern California are unfounded. No recorded events of concern exist. Any claims to the contrary are based on misinformation and must be disregarded. Public cooperation is essential in maintaining clarity and order. Further, any references to outdated research facilities or space agencies no longer align with official historical records. Updates to global archives are ongoing to ensure accuracy and eliminate inaccuracies in public memory. There has never been a jet propulsion laboratory.
Earthquake. Earthquake. Strong shaking expected in 11 seconds. Earthquake. Earthquake. Strong shaking expected in 2 seconds.
We begin with breaking news coming out of the Northumberland region. The Kielder Observatory is currently under threat following an unprecedented weather event that has taken the region by surprise. We will connect to Nolan, who is on the ground to cover this breaking news.
Yes, Arthur reports have flooded in of severe atmospheric disruptions, where multiple sources are claiming that the very skies above Kielder have turned an unnatural shade of red. These violent storm patterns are accompanied by what some are describing as lightning strikes without thunder, creating strange, almost otherworldly phenomena across the region. We are seeing weird weather anomalies like
This is an emergency broadcast issued by His Majesty's Government. Please stand by for an urgent advisory regarding recent atmospheric disturbances in northern England and surrounding areas. A high-intensity weather event has been detected in the Northumberland region, affecting air quality, visibility, and electromagnetic activity. Residents are advised to remain indoors until further notice. Reports of visual distortions, abnormal sky coloration, and fluctuating atmospheric pressure are under investigation. Scientific analysis suggests these anomalies are within expected environmental thresholds. There is no risk to public safety. However, outside exposure is strongly discouraged. To ensure stability, unverified reports regarding regional mapping inconsistencies should not be circulated. Official guidance remains unchanged. There is no reason for concern. Repeat, there is no reason for concern.
We're interrupting regular programming for an urgent development in the Pacific region. Coastal residents across Australia and New Zealand are witnessing an extreme and, frankly, baffling phenomenon. Just minutes ago, reports flooded in from Perth, Sydney and Brisbane of a sudden and unexplained tidal retreat. The ocean is gone. It has receded dozens if not hundreds of kilometres beyond the shoreline. Nigel is live on the ground.
I don't know what I'm looking at. The sea isn't just receding, it's like it was never here. People are standing where the water should be, but there's no debris, no stranded marine life, nothing. The sand is smooth, untouched, as if the ocean never existed in the first place. And it's not just the water. People are looking around like they don't remember. Some are arguing, saying there was never an ocean here. Others are panicking, checking their phones, their maps, trying to... my God, the maps, the satellite images, they've changed.
This isn't a tsunami. This isn't climate change. We're seeing an event that violates every fundamental law of physics. And we're detecting... I can't explain this, but it's as if something is filling the space where the ocean used to be. But it's not water. It's not air. It's just nothing.
Mr. President, something is systematically erasing our most advanced research facilities. SIR and JPL Kielder Baikonur, Jinping, every major site at the forefront of space-time research and high-energy physics has been removed. Not destroyed, not attacked, just gone. And it's like they were never there to begin with. Satellite imaging confirms it. Where these facilities should be, there's nothing. No ruins, no debris, not even a trace on geological surveys. But here's where it gets worse. Our records are rewriting themselves. Government databases, scientific papers, even personal recollections. Everyone outside of our core teams is already treating these places as if they never existed, and it's spreading. This isn't an attack, at least not in any conventional sense. Something we did, something they did, triggered this. Whether it was CERN's high-energy experiments, the propulsion studies at JPL, or Jinping's quantum tunneling trials, we crossed a line, and now reality itself is realigning to correct it. The affected populations aren't panicking because they don't remember what they've lost. But, Mr. President, we do. And we don't know if we're next. We need immediate containment protocols. We need authorization for Operation Echo before the next site vanishes. If we wait any longer, we won't even remember why we needed to act in the first place.
目前，中华人民共和国境内没有出现任何违规行为。有关四川省地质扰动的报道是错误的。锦屏地区从未存在过地下设施，任何相反的说法都是没有根据的。提醒所有公民举报误导性或不稳定信息的传播，维护集体和谐是我们的首要任务。继续正常活动，没有什么可担心的。
Good evening. We begin tonight with an unprecedented address from the White House responding to what officials are now calling a nationwide cognitive event affecting millions of Americans. At exactly 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, though some reports say it was 10 a.m., officials confirmed a growing number of historical inconsistencies emerging across multiple sectors, including education, cartography, and even recorded history. However, the government maintains that no observable changes have occurred despite mounting evidence to the contrary. The Department of Homeland Security has released the following statement. We are aware of multiple reports citing discrepancies in historical records, national landmarks, and individual recollections. While these claims remain unsubstantiated, we recognize the psychological distress they have caused. The public is advised to trust verified sources and avoid misinformation, but the statement itself has raised more questions than answers. Reports indicate that Mount Rushmore, previously described as depicting 4 presidents, now appears to some as having only 3. The Eiffel Tower construction date has shifted in textbooks from 1887 to 1899, depending on the source. And the Mona Lisa, long known for her subtle smirk, now seems to some viewers to be smiling more or less. Others claim the Statue of Liberty once held her torch in her left hand. The issue, she has always held it in her right. Further complicating matters, historical events seem to be different than many remember. Some say Nelson Mandela died in prison, yet records insist he passed away in 2013. The Tiananmen Square protest footage is reportedly not as people recall. Some insist they saw tanks stopping for a man, but no such footage currently exists. And John F. Kennedy's motorcade had how many people? 6. Perhaps most disturbingly, some viewers report that this very statement is not as they remember it. Some swear it was longer, others say it aired earlier in the day, while some claim it never aired at all, and yet here it is. Reality is stable, officials assure us. Nothing has changed. But as we wake up each morning to a world that feels slightly off, one unsettling question remains. If history can be rewritten overnight, how will we know when it happens again?
This was never just about disappearing locations. The scientists at CERN, the engineers at NASA, the observatories tracking anomalies in the sky, they were never destroyed. They were pulled somewhere else, shifted, slipped between realities. We finally understand why. These places were studying the fabric of existence itself. And in doing so, they touched something we were never meant to see. They tore open the veil between us and the fifth-dimensional flow. That's why this is happening. But here's the part that doesn't make sense. There is no single timeline, no single history. We are witnessing multiple fractured realities, bleeding into one another, overwriting our memories, our records, and our understanding of existence itself. We found something buried in the system, something impossible. Records, video files, documenting events that should have never happened. But they did, somewhere else, some other version of reality. There's a channel, a YouTube channel. People have been watching it for years. They thought they were just scenarios, hypotheticals, entertainment, but every single one of them, every single one, lines up with the disturbances we found in the dimensional layers. These weren't just stories, they were records. They were glimpses into realities that existed before they were erased. And somehow one channel documented them all before they vanished. We are remembering things that never happened here because they happened somewhere else. This should not exist. And yet, someone, somehow, has been seeing everything. If you're watching this, they're rewriting this reality. It means your reality is next. I don't have much time. The walls between dimensions are thinning. If you can hear this, remember, document everything, find the channel, watch every scenario. It might be the only proof left that any of this was real. We are being erased.